Just a quick follow-up question, Rajan, and all points, I completely agree that we should kind of zoom out, take the glass half full view, because where we've come in fintech is incredible. We completely leapfrogged from cash to UPI. But, one will still ask, why don't we have a world-beating product or a tech platform from India? Earlier there was this notion that capital is a constraint, but then you have DeepSeek in China saying that they managed to build a foundational model at a fraction of what OpenAI spent, and they managed to give every single foundational model in the valley a run for their money. So when we have the tech talent, the ingredients, why are we not able to execute that? I mean, hopefully we will see that happen because the government is now serious about, picking and funding foundational models from India. Why can't we do that? And why can't we do what a BYD managed to do to Tesla? Again, there I agree, the government heavily supported them with subsidies and so on. But what is stopping us from creating these world-beating products? We often end up with mental models of the West, at least when it comes to consumer apps.
No, but I think that is where, Chandra, that is such an outdated statement. Show me another payments company that looks like PhonePe. Show me another payments company in the world that looks like Paytm. There are none, because UPI doesn't exist anywhere in the world. But you're right. Why is PhonePe not gone global? Because UPI doesn't exist. As UPI travels around the world, I think we'll begin to see that, right? Show me another company that looks like Blinkit. There is none. So I think this thing about we're copycats, it's such an outdated idea. That was true a decade ago. Maybe it was true 4 or 5 years ago. But today I can point you to dozens of Indian consumer companies that are truly India-first innovations. A company called Srimandar. It's extraordinary. Nothing like this, I don't think, will ever exist anywhere else in the world, because it's building to India's unique needs, right? Now, in terms of why have we not had, let's say, a DeepSeek, right? Firstly, we should keep in mind we're still very early in the game, okay? IT services, Infosys was founded 1983.
Yeah.
Right? So we are what? 93, 2003. We're 42 years in. 42 years in after Infosys was founded, 2 of the top 5 IT services companies in the world are Indian, TCS and Infosys, and 5 out of the top 10. Okay, if you look at AI, the ChatGPT moment was 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? And we are already saying, how come we don't have the world's best? What I can tell you, by the way, all roads lead to IIT Madras. Sarvam, by the end of this year, or one of the other companies will have the best performant, lowest cost Indic language models by far. That's a guarantee. Because, we are on, so it just takes time, right? We can't wake up and say, hey, how come we haven't had it? China has, the amount of dollars that the Chinese government has invested in mobility, in solar. They are, as large as our economy, right? Over a period of 20 years, they have invested more dollars than the size of the Indian economy in some of these critical sectors. And they can do that because they have an economy that's 17 trillion and we're, soon going to be 4 trillion. So what I would say is, look, we should keep in mind that we have extraordinary talent. We have shown in sector after sector. By the way, I don't know how many of you tried to use a mobile phone in New York City. It's very hard to get data connections, right? Everybody has great mobile connections in India, right? So you can go on sector after sector. We are basically, I always have this saying, right? We won't be the first, we won't be the second, we may not be the third, but we will be the best. And that is New India. We will absolutely be the best.